ever seen a panel here at Fan Expo.
Way to go, everybody. Hello again, I'm AJ Fry.
And I'm Morgan Hoffman.
We host a little show called Interspace that takes you behind the scenes of all your favorite genre content. TV shows, video games, comic books, movies, and sometimes we get to host panels with really cool people at Fan Expo.
Yeah! So we just have a couple of things off the top. We're definitely going to ask a few questions when the guys come out, and then we'll throw to the floor, so we'll get as many audience questions as we can in there. However, we have a couple of things. No questions about season 2. We don't want any spoilers, and these guys aren't even allowed to say anything about season 2. So
we asked if we could ask about season 2.
And they said no.
There was a sniper backstage. It was
Just give
terrible.
us the look.
The Demogorgon showed up.
Yeah. Don't talk about that. We're supposed to talk about that. Yeah.
Exactly.
And one question each, you guys, just so we can get as many questions in there as possible. No hugs, sorry, and no pictures of them, okay?
And no, can we reenact this scene together sort of thing?
Yeah.
Just questions for our
because we
guests.
ourselves, like AJ said, asked all those questions before for us, and they said no. So
we tried.
We tried. So
shall we get them out here?
Let's do it. You guys ready to meet the cast this week?
Why is this one bigger than like 8,000 people at Comic-Con? I don't know. Because the house lights are up.
This feels bigger to you guys?
Yeah, because they can see making eye contact with every single one. Everyone's like, there's people over there, there's people over there.
At Comic-Con,
only. So you see how it's divided right here. You know how like they do. Okay.
I was just gonna say, so this is the first time that all of you have been to Fan Expo.
Yes, indeed.
So, how's Toronto treating you?
It's great, it's busy. It's crazy, I didn't expect it like this. This is great.
It's like being back home. I like it. Yeah, everyone's very respectful and nice.
I know, everyone's super nice here.
Yeah, everyone's really nice, everyone smells good.
I gotta ask, we are at Fan Expo, it's all about celebrating things. Obviously we have passionate Stranger Things fans in the crowd, but I heard, Finn, you were geeking out about Rick and Morty backstage. What are you guys like geeking out into these days, aside from Stranger Things?
Spider-Man Reedus. Next to my booth, and then there's like some people in my line, I have like people waiting for me in my line, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, Norman Reedus. My dad's like, turn around, I'm like, oh, hey guys. Yeah, I got distracted pretty easy.
And Gaten
Like,
said
me and Jen was Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Just the new movie was so cool. I love it. You guys like it? Yeah, you guys liked it, right?
I love Spider-Man.
Did you see Homecoming yet, Jen?
It's very good.
Yeah. Good.
It's like Ferris Bueller has the...
Yeah, because of Homecoming, I've been doing like a ton of research on like all things Spider-Man. That's what I do, is like I get obsessed with one thing and focus on that for like a year. And I get like famous.
Did you ever leave a movie theater after you see a superhero movie and you're just like,
That's me, that's me. I went out of the theater doing like flips. In my room, I was like jumping off the bed, like I can grip onto the wall. It's easy. I can do it.
Gaten was talking. Me and Gaten were making up a fight Black Panther versus Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We choreographed it. It was amazing. He was talking about all his favorite Spider-Man outfits from like. He was talking about like the history of Spider-Man.
I was talking about all of it.
Yeah, and like
how the web series were. I'm like, so the organic webs until Sam Raimi's film, and then the web series. I was just talking about everything.
Yeah.
Are you guys like this on set together?
Yes.
You know what they say that me and Gaten are like an old
married couple.
That's right.
Yeah, we're just always like hanging out, always talking about like some random stuff, and like there'll always be those like little like bicker moments where it's like, no, stop.
Because it's like before we go into a scene, Caleb Gaten will like they're like, put your chicken nugget down. And I think of it like, Harold, put your chicken nugget down. We gotta go down to the market.
And then it's all like, we're like, I'm sorry, man. We got it. Sorry.
They get along in the end.
So, Stranger Things has become this global phenomenon, this huge fan base. Was there a moment when you realized, like, oh, this is huge, this is on another level? And what was that moment for you all like?
I would say when Brazil was reaching out to us on Instagram and DMing me, and then when I realized I had like 90 plus DMs.
Our biggest fan base is in São Paulo.
Yeah,
I was like, what is plus?
Yeah, so that's when I realized, okay, now it's reaching a whole nother country. So that
World,
was,
wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, probably the same thing when I woke up on July 17th or
Remember
16th.
the date, guys.
Or yeah, 16th. And I was just like, weird. My Twitter is blowing up, and now I have 1,000 followers. I should probably change my profile picture from like kitten to like myself.
What's really cool is that there wasn't a lot of advertising for the show.
Yeah.
I only saw one billboard in LA. I'm like, it's
Yeah, you freaked out.
It was on Sunset. I called Fink and I'm like, guys, there's a billboard!
I was in Toronto, and he sent a picture. He's like, "Oh, sunset," and I was just like, "We made it." And of course, it's like now. Do you think anyone who looks at billboards on Sunset, like, do you think anyone's just like, "Oh,
Oh, look at that!
they're just like, I hate my life."
Well, we're talking about, you know, when everybody, I guess it's pretty instant, the show comes out, all of a sudden there's this huge fandom surrounding it. Did you guys, reading the script, shooting the show, did you guys know that it was going to be this popular?
Nobody knew. But I always had hope for the show. I always felt like it was definitely something special, definitely a lot of creativity going into it. And a lot of people say it's a whole big nostalgia feel and everything, and it brings people back to their childhoods. But what's really great about the show is not only does it bring people back and it's nostalgia and it takes inspiration, it's not a copy. It doesn't copy anything. There's like a weird echo going on this mic right now, it's really cool. But it doesn't copy anything, and it's original yet familiar, all in the same package. It really is an excellent show. The direction and writing is exceptional.
What was the question again?
It was just like, did you know when you were shooting it, when you were reading the script, like, did you know it was going to be this popular?
Oh, heck yeah. I knew it was gonna be popular, and people were like, oh, you're that kid from that show.
Yeah.
But not to this point, for people to like sit here and watch us talk. Before, it wasn't even like that. People were like, oh, who's that black kid?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
I thought originally it was just because you're like, "Oh, I love your work." And no one ever says that back then. But everyone's cool.
We do love
Someone
it.
to shout out on the word.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Someone to shout out on the word. That was amazing.
Well, I know that.
We're going to go to the floor in just a bit, so I guess we're doing the single microphone in the middle, so if you want to line up to ask questions to our panel, feel free to come down this center line and get in line.
Run, go. No, don't run. Kidding.
I want to see energy.
Before we go to the floor, when we talk about the cast of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown not here, but a super talented, important element to the show for sure. What was it like working opposite her, at least on the first season, because you can't tell us about the second one?
Well, okay, thank you guys for letting me hit this one. People know me as Lucas Sinclair that didn't like 11 in the show, but I, Caleb McLaughlin, love Millie. So, just want to let you guys know that.
A lot of people go through like, why are you so mean to 11? It's like, I don't know, that was the writer. I didn't write it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Like,
You did a good job then, if you all.
Yeah, I did a good job if I made you guys not like.
Lucas was right.
yeah.
Lucas was right.
Do you think one of the friends in the friend group would just be like, yeah, okay? Like, no one would be that cool with it.
Normally that, it's like
I was a 12-year-old scared little boy.
She knew where Will
He's
was.
a logical boy.
She knew where Will was. Knew where
Everyone's
to
like,
find
shut
him.
up. Everyone's like, like, shut up, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, I just want to watch this. Yeah, that's fine. You want to go to the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
It's like Peter Pan right there.
Hello, Peter Pan.
Actually, you're right. It's Peter Pan. I just have a quick question. How do you guys feel about joining the Lost Boys?
You wanna answer that?
Like the movie, like the movie.
I think she means the Lost Boys and Peter Pan. You want to be a game? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Let's sing your handshake
Sorry.
and stuff.
I would be fine with that. I thought you were talking about like Corey Feldman before you hated him. Which I would be fine with too. I thought you were asking like, would you be in the remake of The Lost Boys? And I'm like, I guess I can. Bring it to me. But yeah, of course.
Awesome.
That was really
Hey
fun.
guys, I don't know if you do this a lot, but I love your work.
Thank you.
I like your work. Do you have a job? Do you work as like a cashier? Because I'd love to say I love your work as well.
Minecraft Let's Player.
I like your shirt, by the way. It's
So my question's for Finn. I saw you on Game Grumps, and I want to know if you'll ever be on there ever again.
We wanted to, if anyone who watches Game Grumps show. We want to do. There's this other guy who did another Guest Grumps episode called Jacob Anderson, who played we want to do a joint episode for like an hour. It'd be awesome.
What is the show exactly?
It's just like two comedians, and then sometimes they have on guests where they just talk about nonsense and make people laugh while playing games at the same time.
And you were one of the guests?
I was. There's a lot of bad words, so not language.
Things are bad.
That's true.
Go back to the floor. Hello.
Hi. Hello. First I want to say I love you guys and I love
you too.
I love Stranger Things. I was wondering, would you guys like think it was cool to if you actually grew up in the 80s, like where the show was placed?
Yeah.
I think it would be super cool to grow up in the 80s. Probably, and then again not. Because you guys wouldn't be able to experience the cool kids.
You guys wouldn't be able
To know who we are. Yeah, like, I would be a 40-year-old man.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying because like now I would be a 40-year-old man selling chicken. Selling chicken at a corner store. So would you guys like that or this?
That's true.
Oh my god.
Well, also, if you grew up in the 80s, you guys, I mean, Fan Expo was probably still around, but definitely wasn't as big as this. You guys couldn't be at a panel like this.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy.
Do you like wearing the 80s clothes on the show?
Yeah.
Corduroy is my favorite thing. Oh my god. They don't look great, but oh man, they're comfy.
I think for me it's the opposite. They are the tightest things I've ever worn in my life. They're so sleepy.
Maybe they didn't fit you right because mine were grand. Unbelievable.
You know what? I sweat when I run a lot, and when I have to do a scene and I'm running in the woods and riding my bike, and then when everything's tight on your legs and you're sweating, and I'm like,
Also, because of the running scenes and stuff, when you're like flailing about and stuff, they make you wear like 80s tighty whities. Because in case like you like they like fall over, you can see like their underpants where they're like falling.
Which, by
And,
the
like,
way,
they did.
we don't
I did.
make you wear them.
I always wore the tighty whities.
You guys don't wear them? We're like, no, don't. Like, it's not against our contract.
I wore the tighty whities every day. Every day I wore the tighty whities. And that's probably why I love the corduroy so much. Because the tighty whities is not ideal.
he actually found out in season 2. We had it since season 1. He found out like almost like the last month, and he's like, and we're like, oh my god, these pants are so uncomfortable. He's like, it's probably the tighty whities. No, we don't wear them. What?
May, the last month of shooting season 2. You don't have to wear them, but I do it.
So,
Costumes like that I wear them.
sorry for
wearing the tight ones.
yeah, thanks for the question.
Oh, it's my friend.
Hi, I saw you yesterday.
We missed you guys yesterday.
Aww.
What was your first impression of each other? Or like, when you first met each other?
Well, me and Gaten kind of knew each other from before, but when we first met each other, I thought he was like super cool. Because when he first met me, I liked that he like he could sing. He was singing, and then I remember he was like, "You want to see a trick?" I'm like, "Sure." He was like, "All right, look." Yeah, that. And then I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah, but when I was like, I met you when I was around 11, 10?
Yeah, something.
I was like 10. I was a baby child. I was a baby child. Shit. I love baby so much. Like, oh my god, you're so cute.
When I first met these guys was at a chemistry reading, and Gaten came in bounding with energy. And I was like, this guy must get so many parts. I was so like, this guy is the most Hollywood.
Yeah, I just walked in kind of like, I was just very excited because it's like the biggest thing that I auditioned for yet. So I walk in and I'm like, dude, hi, I'm Gaten, nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
I was like, Finn.
And dude,
It was more like this, like, so you're just like, it was like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you, I'm Gaten. How's it going? So, no collarbone.
I actually scared Millie. I was like, hey, Gaten, nice to meet you. She's like, I'm coming, people.
When Caleb came in, that was like, yeah, I was like, this kid is so cool. I was like, coolest kid I've ever
I thought you didn't like me because I came in, Finn was sitting just sitting there, and I came in, signed in, Finn sitting like down with his dad, and his dad like smiled and I smiled, and I looked at him, and then he looked up at me, and he just didn't. Down, and I'm like, okay.
This is my first big audition, and I was just like, don't puke, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
So then I realized that like he was cool because we went into the chemistry reading with the Duffers, and then he was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh, you are nice."
Yeah, I think that audition was like the time I actually stopped singing everything because like I was doing theater and everything, so I was just told just keep singing, and so I did. So like I was probably sitting in the waiting room next to me like.
This guy better stop taking show tunes.
Did you do individual auditions first and then together as a group? Or?
Yeah, like we did self-tapes, all of us.
Well, actually, I went into New York for a face-to-face audition.
I did self-tape, like one self-tape, and then I went to New York for face-to-face. Yeah.
Great question.
Good question, yeah.
Thank you.
Is most of the show filmed on a built set, or is it filmed?
We use the
Indoor
environment
stuff, some indoor stuff, like that homes.
Yeah, but all the stuff you see outside.
What is that noise?
I don't know, I'm clearing my throat.
Like 70-30, like 70% is locations and 30% is like is studio stuff.
All the stuff you see outside, that is outside.
Yeah. So everything outside is inside, and everything outside is outside. Next question.
Hello.
Sit cosplay.
Thank you. I'm a little nervous because there's so many people. But my question is, what is your opinion on fan fiction? Like about the characters? Oh, yeah. This one
Wait, she said you said what?
Or about you as yourself. That exists.
Okay.
That's right.
I got this one because I put a plethora of them. First of all, I'm fine with just on spec, like what will happen in season 2. That's like fan fiction. But when you combine, I have the best one maybe ever. and it's called FAC, which is, I did a movie called It, with this guy named Jack Dylan Grazer, who plays Eddie, and that's our ship name together is FAC.
What? Okay,
And
that's not the question.
no, it's called FAC, a love story. The fan fiction is Stranger Things, 13 Reasons Why, and It all like mashed into one. And there's like 1,000 typos. If you look it up, you'll find it. And it's insane. Like the person who wrote it like didn't know like really how to speak English, so like it kind of didn't really make sense. But I loved it, so whoever wrote Fact love story, look it up.
Yes, so I know you guys have a tutor on set for 2 hours a day.
3 hours.
3 hours.
And maybe sometimes 5 for baking. But keep going.
So I was wondering, before the show started and in between season 1 and 2, how did you guys balance between schoolwork and auditions?
Well, I was homeschooled right before Stranger Things. Right when I started Lion King on Broadway, I did that for 2 years, so I knew it was gonna be a hassle. So I made sure I went to homeschooling. So that was the easy part for me. Yeah,
The harder part was actually when we were filming. Auditions was fine because when I would do auditions, especially because I would do mainly theater auditions up in New York, they understood that we gotta go to school, and so most of the auditions would be around maybe 5 o'clock in the afternoon after school's out, and I have enough time to drive up to the city because I'm from Jersey. It's about a 2-hour drive up, 2-hour drive up to the city. And but the hardest part for school, in my opinion, was when I was doing Les Mis on Broadway, because I would have to go up till I get picked up at 1 o'clock, and then I would drive 2 hours up to the city. I would do the show. I would get home at about 1:30, and then I'd wake up at 6:30 in the morning the next day to do the same thing for school again. That was terrible. The worst, but I loved doing the work, so I kept doing it.
Yeah, I think for me as well, auditions were fine, because most of my auditions I do self-tape, so I can just do it whenever. Yeah, on set, it's definitely kind of a bummer when you're on this big set, and you're looking, you're doing these scenes where it's really, really dramatic. You're like, God, Finn, go to school 20 minutes at least.
A 20-minute block, which is the worst idea on the planet.
This is the thing. Here's the thing. They'll say we'll do 20 minutes, right? But we have to get at least 20 minutes, not 5, not 10. All right. So we're in class. Let's say we're at 17 minutes. Someone comes in. We hear the steps come. People walking up the steps. Open the door. We have to pull you. I only have a few more minutes. Oh no, I'm sorry. Come on. So basically we're in there for more than 3 hours. We're in there for 5 hours, counting those minutes that we've been doing school.
You're making us stressed, man.
They don't, come on. Yeah, they don't count it unless you get 20 minutes at a time. So if you get 18 minutes, they will not count any of that time. So you will not get that time for school.
Even though if you have 2 more minutes left.
You can fill our stress.
Thank you.
Hey, it's 11.
Hi there.
First of all, you have to be my best friend. That's the thing.
You have to be her best friend.
I've already your best friend. What are you talking about?
What's the kicker? What's in it for me? Friends or
Best friends.
Best friend.
And Melly. Melly has to be my best friend.
Okay, I'm the best friends.
That's it.
Are you Mr. Reese's?
I am. My head's over there, so.
Oh, Mr. Reese's.
So, my question was going to be about auditions, but we've already asked it, so I'll ask a different one.
Okay.
Since Stranger Things is 80s horror kind of aesthetic, what is your favourite either 80s movie or horror movie and why?
Sorry, your guys' is probably gonna be so long. Mine's gonna be like the shortest thing on anything. So basically, to answer your horror question, I don't like scaring myself. So I don't really watch them too much because I think too much. Usually they say you have to watch it at night to be even more scared. One time I tried to do that. I watched the movie Boy, and we went to my room, and I thought there was the boy in my walls. There's nothing in my wall, and then I heard on the wall. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching one of those movies. But my favorite 80s movies that I would say is Stand By Me. Because of Stranger Things, the Duffers actually recommended us to watch that because of the bond in Stranger Things with the boys. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go because I don't know why. Favorite horror movie is The Exorcist.
Is it 70s?
70s. I know, but she said horror / 80s. So I think that kind of puts me for categories. My 80s horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll just go there. Yes. It scares you actual living. I didn't want to sleep. That's where it gets you. It gives you insomnia.
And you also get to watch young, hot Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
We get his scene is he gets sucked into the bed.
Into the bed and the blood shoots up on the ceiling. Oh, that was the coolest shit ever.
That's why I don't watch horror movies. I don't want to be sucked into my bed and blood. That's why I don't watch them.
Are you done? Should I answer?
What?
Should I answer or are you done?
I finished.
Okay. My favorite 80s horror movie is Evil Dead 2. Which is more calming, but whatever. And my favorite, I'll change the question a little if this is okay with you. My favorite movie set in the 1980s are both weirdly Jesse Eisenberg movies. One called Squid and the Whale, and then another one called Adventureland, which are both very good movies.
Next time, end the show. Bye.
Thank you.
Hi.
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 I'm sure.
You guys are amazing.
I love you.
Thank you.
Love you too. So how are your characters different than who you are in person?
I'm not very that intense, as you can see.
You're a little more on the funny side.
I would say I think I would be more accepting to 11 than Lucas was. I wouldn't be as mean because Lucas was very brave to be mean to the girl and he knew she had powers. I would be like, oh, you have powers? Oh, that's so nice. Yes. Oh, you want egg waffles? I'm gonna go buy as many as you want. Alright. So that's the difference.
Talk about it.
Yeah, what would you want me to do? Oh, you need a tissue? I'll get you some tissue. Alright.
Yeah, I think out of us three, I think I'm most like my character. I said most like my character.
But not as much
Most like my
anymore.
character. Not as much anymore, you're right. I don't know why.
It's
maturity. I walked in because I was saying, I just walked in that's that happy-go-lucky personality and everything.
Now he's just so
But I feel like I'm very similar in a sense, we both have. But here's the thing, as I try to be funny, Dustin doesn't. Dustin's accidentally funny and kind of less of laughing with him and more laughing at him in a way. It's awesome, it's fun playing a character like that. And I'm a lot more sarcastic than he is.
It's also fun to laugh.
Yeah. But also, I feel like I'm less socially awkward than Dustin.
Yeah,
Dustin, I feel like, he's very comfortable with these guys. If a girl were to say hi to him, he'd be like,
And you're not a spaz.
I'm not a spaz. Dustin's a spaz.
with the hat thing.
You have your moments.
He didn't know where his hat went. And all that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
sat down to play like D&D together before? Have you done any like board games or something like that?
Well, this season we need to make like a date where like the Duffers, me, you, Noah, Millie, like Sadie, and like Joe, like just the whole cast.
Joe and
and everyone just plays like 6 7 plays a giant campaign. Like, that'd be great.
That would be crazy.
We'll film it.
I would love that.
Make it happen.
Hi.
That's the floor.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So I don't really have a question, but
Okay.
my friend Abby really wanted to make it here today, but she couldn't because she's in the hospital.
Oh, sorry, I can't ask why. That was disrespectful.
It's just she just wanted to say that she's a really huge fan of yours.
Oh, we'll tell her.
We said hi.
Okay, you know, well, okay. I'm gonna ask the question. Why is she in the hospital?
She has lung cancer.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna do the thing and I might get in trouble for it. Do you want to make a video for her? You want us to make a video for her?
That was me.
Ramona?
Hi. You guys wanna join in?
We should get everyone in the crowd to say hi, Ramona, all at the same time, like all of us.
Yes.
Her name is Abby. Her name is
Okay.
Ramona? When's your birthday?
Okay, well, let's just say happy birthday, Abby, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Abby!
Get better.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Good friend. Good friend. Good friend. Hey guys.
Hi, Mom.
That was nice. Oh, thank you.
So my question is, if you could play any other character on the show, who would you want to be?
Hopper. I think because he's Mr. David is a beast. Like he looks big on screen, but he's like really jacked on in real life. I would want to be like him and save the world. Law enforcement.
I would think it'd be pretty cool to be Dr. Brenner.
No one weird like that. I think you should change it.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you think they didn't like me? They don't like you.
Happy just went.
Everyone doesn't like Dr. Brenner because of what he made 11 do, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying I like Dr. Brenner. God, I'm just saying as an actor. I'm not being him personally. I'm playing him. I think it's probably really cool to play the bad guy. I've never had to play a bad guy ever.
Why? Why is it the blind guy?
It's not the blind guy. Come on. Dr. Brenner is a butt munch. I'm saying it'd be cool to play the bad guy.
He's a
What
blind
about you, Finn? Finn, who would you want
Barb. I'm kidding. She's gone. I'm just kidding, Justice for Barb. I'm kidding. Jeez. Just a joke, guys. Just a joke. Yeah, you're cool. No. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like it's Steve. Or Jonathan, Jonathan's, you just be like all cool and shy.
Why would you want to be Steve? He's the reason why Barb died. Oh my God! Guys, I'm sorry. And
Next question.
Time for
Thank you. Hey.
hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm seeing you. So, my question is that in Stranger Stranger Things, there's many crazy, scary, and strange things that go on in the show. But my question is that, what is your most favorite moment or scene you had to play in the show?
Like doing or watching? Like watching back like that's not ours, or like filming together?
Filming.
Filming. Probably the first D&D scene I ever filmed, the opening of episode 1.
Oh yeah. I don't know. That's a really hard one.
Ooh.
What was really cool was what was?
Can I go? Yeah. Alright, there was this one. Okay, there was this one scene. Not one scene. There was like a whole bunch of scenes where I just laughed and I couldn't hold it in control. And, like I was. Oh, Gaten's good at it, but I would just tell you the whole scenario. You know the scene where Lucas is like, oh my gosh, the weirdo one. She's in the closet. I mean, in the bathroom. Oh, what's the weirdo doing here? Oh, we need to. Your 3-year-old sister talks more or something like that. You guys remember that?
When our 3-year-old sister says more.
Yeah, says more. Like, I don't know what was going on.
I think I really laughed before the change.
Yeah, Gaten was good for doing that. But
I like to make
you're making me lose my thought, man. You're making me. Alright, so basically, I was like, she said yes and no. Your 3-year-old sister says more than no. The tear comes down my eye.
Like he was about to puke. Like you ran. Your 3-year-old did more.
The best though is when there was an unspoken, like, when they would go behind Caleb's shoulder and not see his face, and Caleb would laugh but without smiling. So he'd just be like, and be like crying, like just tears. Like he wouldn't look sad, he'd just be like straight face, just like his face pulsing, just like tears. Just coming, I'm like, what is happening?
That was great. That was what was great about the D&D scene, because the first one, because the worst day to ever have a case of the giggles is the first day of the first season. And that wasn't just our first day, it was the first day of filming the show.
Yes, it was, yeah.
So the duffers were like, what did we catch up?
But the thing was that they were like chill about it, because like some directors, I don't know, but I heard like some directors are not like really good with that. And so, but it was a good thing that we like felt good that they're like, I don't know, it's your first day, it's totally fine.
They think it's funny.
They do. I feel like, what are you doing?
The other one also really quick was when we were, right before we talked to Mr. Clark at Will's like funeral service, and he talks about the fleeting acrobat. We go up to him and we say, 4 in the morning, and there's this line at the end where Gaten has to say, oh man, these aren't real mill waivers, and like nobody cares. Which for some reason, like his dialogue, or not his dialogue, his like delivery was just getting better and better, and he would just like, we'd be like talking in the scene, and then all of a sudden he'd just like, oh man, these aren't real mill waivers, and we all look at him, and for some reason it.
No, it's because I looked at you, because I was just
so bad.
I started eating them, and then they would have to look at me like that, and then I went.
You know, the first time it happened, they had him like do like a 1-minute pause. Like he would take a vanilla wafer, he'd be like, oh man, it's not real vanilla wafers. And Finn would be like,
and like Mr. Clark would be like losing it, and like Matt and Ross were losing. Like
what was really funny was the scene after that. I say my line because I say we were thinking more of an evil dimension, like one of the Veil of Shadows, and then he starts talking about the dragons and stuff. They had to cut out because when I first did it, I would shove a cookie in my face and then start talking with the cookie in my face. And I would say like, well, and Finn. And the camera wasn't on, and Randy would always laugh at him laughing. It was like always like a chain reaction.
Because it was always just like, you can't hear him. Like, he'd just be like, we're talking about and his mouth's all stapled together, and I'm like, what are you, I can't act like with you doing this.
Gaten was just
the best.
Alright, next question. Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to Fan Expo. I'm sorry this has been our question since we got in line. She didn't pass.
No
Really
problem.
hard one. Can you wish happy birthday to Olivia?
Of course.
Happy birthday, Olivia.
Happy birthday, Olivia.
I can't go that high.
I'm sorry, Radiant Sunset.
Season 1 was incredible. You guys did amazing.
Thank you so much. Very much. Who's next? Who's next? Who do we got? Who's next? You. Hello.
Okay, sorry. I love your work.
Thank you.
First of all, I wanted to say that I'm praying for you guys to win all the 18 Emmy nominations.
Thank you.
My question is, because I know the Stranger rewatch is happening, when are you going to give us bloopers?
Oh man, property of Netflix. I mean, you told the others, we've just been like, you gotta release them. Like, you can't not release them.
I don't know why they can't. They don't release it after the show. You know what the thing is? Like, we had a blooper for first season. It was the funniest thing. But I just think Netflix is very strict about certain stuff. And we're also considered very serious, and no one would take us serious if we have bloopers.
Also, it's a TV-14 program, and a lot of the bloopers involve swear words.
And a lot of it does.
From you guys? The swearing?
From everyone, from Joyce. In the original.
This is not a joke. This is not a
This is
joke.
not a joke.
You would never catch me.
So we're TV1 and TV14, and in order to, if you say, one F-bomb, you get a TBNA, which is like mature audiences. And the original Montauk script was like, F-bomb, every line was just like...
Especially my character said the F-bombs all the time.
Well, it was mostly Winona's character, Joyce, who just like, every line was just like, where's my son? Like, where's my son? Like, I can't say he's this little
You want to know the thing? Is how TV and stuff brings it down a little bit because it's too much. But honestly, that's how life is. There are some really bad kids out there that are really listen to story. Where did you come from? Yeah, so
thank you.
Thank you.
Got time for a few more questions.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
Kiss.
Good.
With the shirt.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, hey, you said you guys just
ran into each other.
So my question is, if there was one attribute about your character that you could change, what would that be?
I knew someone was gonna say that. Okay.
He was right.
Let's
Right?
Okay, so let's do it from Lucas' perspective.
Let's take your spot first.
Okay.
But then we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
No, okay, anything that I can change about Dustin? I don't really think that there's much of a change. I mean, he's pretty fun character to play, he's pretty charming, it's a lot of fun to get into your comedic touches in the season 2, who knows,
and I think
get better and stuff, so that would really have to change.
If we change any attributes for a character, the show itself.
Yeah, it would, that's true. Like, I had to be the way I was for the show for it to be interesting, and him as well. Yes. But to answer your question, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm usually long with this, but I'm just saying.
So we do 2 more.
Lucas, was very, he's 12, guys, come on. He's 12, he was scared. Yeah. Okay, he felt that his friend was betraying him, his best friend he's known since forever, and then he was just caught up, and then he was trying to find his friend, and just...
A lot of stress going on for
He was 12 and he felt, and Lucas, with all of that, he wants to be a superhero, as you saw, he had all the bandana, he wants to, just think about it, I know that Lucas wants to go and serve his country and want to be in the army. He wants to do right. But he was 12 and was scared, and
Mike was kind of like, bye guys, there's a girl here.
It's just that
Mike's selfish too.
yeah, that's why. Lucas is you want to find season 2, he's a good person. Thank you.
Remember me forever.
I will.
This might be our last question. We'll see.
Hello. Okay, sorry. I was in my mind, I was like, this. What are you doing? I hope this isn't a question, that's all.
Okay, yeah, so music in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I found it super interesting how, I don't know who's in charge of the music, like the Duffer Brothers, I don't know who it was, but they didn't pick mainstream 80s music, they picked alternative, like
And Joy Division.
And Joy Division, exactly. So, my question is, I just want to know which of today's music would you pick to fit the Stranger Things aesthetic?
Today's music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an incredible question.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I got lost. 80s songs do you think would 80s music? No, 80s. Oh, this today's music and putting Stranger Things. What do you think would work? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is such a good question. I think after we can think about it.
Yeah, I think if we still want like synthy stuff, then we could go with like I don't really know any synth artists like Flume or something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, because like Stranger Things had a super spooky vibe to every song. I feel.
Yes.
You know what could work? A lot of salad days.
Yeah.
Like creepy, kind of like cool, like techno, like weird vibe.
Mac DeMarco's first album, Rock and Roll Nightclub, is really spooky sounding.
Yeah.
So I think that would fit really well. Also has Synth track on it, so I think that'd be awesome.
A lot of Mac stuff, yeah. I feel like that could definitely fit in. Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Okay, thanks.
Well, before we wrap things up, we got this huge room of fans here. Is there anything you want to say to these fans who have come out to see you today, guys?
Love you all.
We love you.
I love you guys, and I'm a nice person.
So thank you so much, you guys. You were great.
Wait.
Is that a fin quilt? That's a fin quilt. It's a fiddler quilt. Dude.
Oh my, yeah, come to the autograph signing, I'll take a picture. Okay, if anyone didn't see, these girls made a me quilt of pictures of me looking like 2006 guy on MySpace.
Dude, that's so cool.
Thank you, I'll see you guys later, bye.